Yo, what's up, guys? It's Blood Siphon here, and I've got a new one for us. I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Lords of the Fallen. I'm a big fan of Souls-like games, and I have played this game once before. I did beat it. Um, I remember only bits and pieces, but I remember liking the game quite a lot, and since its release, it released to mixed reviews, but the devs have really, I think, taken the time to answer, you know, people's issues, and they've really tried to make this game, the best it could be. And I'm actually looking forward to this playthrough with you guys. I hope you guys are looking forward to this. I hope you guys are going to enjoy. I skipped the intro. I want to just get right into the game. We'll talk about what's going on as we play, and without further ado, I say let's just jump right into it. So right off the bat, we are starting in this area right here. This game looks great. I chose the Hallowed Knight class. I tend to like, when I play these kind of games, I tend to lean toward tankish type builds generally. Oh, I did not get the deflect on that. Alright, it's going to take me a second to get the... Okay, here we go. So I am medium rolling. Yeah, encumbrance is almost on the heavy side, but then again, I'm starting with some pretty heavy set armor. I'm thinking of doing like a radiance. So there's two different schools of like magic essentially. I can I'm gonna have to work on my parrying, you guys, so bear with me on that one. But there's two schools of magic essentially. Well, actually three. There's radiance, which is like holy light magic. There is infernal. Oh, I actually took damage from that fall a little bit. But infernal magic, which is like fire magic, hell magic essentially. Um, and then there's a special one called Umbral, which is like its own unique type. But in order to level that and get good with it, you need to actually possess both Radiant and Infernal. There we go. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a heavy like Radiant Knight type build for this playthrough. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna need to throw something up there. And then, so one really cool mechanic in this game is the ability to use your lantern, and you can kind of go back and forth between like two versions of the same place. So there's the like umbral world essentially, and the normal world, and we'll be going back and forth through that a lot. I like that in this game. I think it's cool how it's done. So like here, normally we wouldn't be able to get through, but if we shine our lamp, we can get through. Oh, there's a guy right here. Oh, I thought I was gonna get hit there. No! Oh my gosh, I got caught on that tree root. So stupid. There we go. So I'm gonna heal up now just in case. We should be good, but we'll. I'm gonna just do that just in case. So yeah, normally in this instance, Now we can't go back. But see, like, oh, we can't get across here. And what are these moths doing? Well, check that out. Now, I think we'll push this button here. And now we can actually, like, transport ourselves into this world. However, this world is a high risk, high reward type of situation, and it'll explain more on that shortly. Essentially, there's these Reaper type enemies that you need to be very careful of. You don't want to spend too much time in this umbral world per se. And the timer, like the mechanic, hasn't actually activated yet, but I think it will here very shortly. Oh, what do we got? Wow, wooden cross. Ooh, fire salts, nice. Alright, we pull that out. So for that, Saintly Quintessence. I'm pretty sure that is used to upgrade our Sanguinarix, which is essentially like your healing flask if you're familiar with Dark Souls. So normally there would be an eyeball on the right side of the screen with like yeah, there it goes, right there. So that eyeball indicates like, hey, you're being watched essentially in this Umber realm. And that white line that you see, I'm gonna kill these guys just so I can get some souls or what essence it's called. But yeah, the more time you spend in here, if that circle goes all the way around, the eye will turn red, and it will summon these like red Reaper type enemies that are, I believe, either near impossible or impossible to kill. You might be able to kill them. I don't think I've ever successfully done so. And they're very deadly. But the more time you spend in here, it increases your experience multiplier ever so slightly. Okay, we got out of there. And now that we did that, we should be able, we're going to open the store up. And this is essentially like your bonfire per se, you know. Now, before I go down that path, I want to just kill these like couple enemies real quick just to see if I can get enough. Oh, I did not rest. I just want to see if I can get a level. No, you know what? We'll just go straight to the enemy. It's fine. I do want to rest real quick though. So there's going to be something down at the bottom of the hill here. Oh, not sure what that was. Tacitus Journal and Map of Mornstead. So we're going to have our first boss here. I don't know why that traverses there, but... So this guy is pretty slow. So am I, though. Nope, don't you dare grab me. Ooh. No! Oh, he almost got me there. Let's try out a grenade, I guess. No! Oh man, nice. Let our stamina regenerate. Oh, I got hit there. That's alright. He's down. Nice. So that was the first boss, essentially. And these, I believe, are like they add little challenges to certain enemies. So like, say you do this, it'll lead you to an enemy and it'll buff them. And you can get rewards if you actually successfully kill that enemy. So let me go ahead and pull the lantern out, because I'm going to have to do that in order to... Now, last time I played this game, I thought that there was another encounter here, but I'm not sure what happened. If anybody knows, if anybody's played this before, they may know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to spoil it, just in case nobody has played this before. I'm not sure why it's not happening right now, but that's okay. Yep, so it's going to be that enemy right there, but before I do that, let's go down this way. And there should be something to pick up here. Yep, right here. And this way is not a path that I can take yet. So now we will go ahead and kill this buffed enemy over here. I think it will give us like some kind of eye or something. I think it's like a type of currency. But you gotta remove that thing first, that little like... Nice, yep, plucked eyeball. I believe you can turn those in for tinks. Tinks, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Which essentially are dyes for your armor sets. And you can dye your armor different colors. So for this, I'm actually going to have to go into the Umbral realm here.
I always wondered if there were others. You're probably thinking that lamp's just a tool to be used as you see fit. Take it lightly, and you'll find it's the other way around. Mark my words. I don't know who you are, and
So with these kind of
care.
games,
But since it seems a deer has you marked,
you always want to make sure you're
making you a bigger
exhausting
threat to the
dialogues.
Rogar serves us both. I've defied the wills of gods and kings. If you know any kind of freedom, you'll do the same. I've defied the wills.
Okay.
If you know any kind.
Alright, there. Once they start repeating the same lines, you know that you've read it all. And you can, I don't know what the exact term would be called, like, when you pull the like, stuff out here, but it's like, almost like harvesting a memory. And it gives you bits of, like, story and lore, which is pretty cool. I'm surprised I didn't get that one. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and leave here for now. Oh, I didn't get the backstab on that one either. Maybe I'm not at the right angle, but I thought I would have been. Oh. Let's get rid of this guy real quick. I should practice with my shield, but if I can get the parries, that would be awesome. Oh, there's someone up on that. Let's go this way first. And then take this one out. Ooh, she almost got me there. Now I can drop attack on these guys. Nice. Alright, for this, I'm gonna need to use a grenade, which I don't have any more of. So I'm gonna have to come back for that. Oh wait, I think there was something else around here. Make sure there's no hidden enemies around. What's this? Ammunition pouch, small mana stone cluster. I think there was something else around here too. Oh, yep, right here. Hallowed Condemnation. Let's check what that is. Oh, there it is. It's better agility scaling. Oh, it has some bleed to it. Okay. Nice. If I remember correctly, I think bleed is pretty solid in this game. Now, the Moon's Judgment is, I think, a weapon that they give you in an update as like a thank you, like a 2-year anniversary or something. I think the message was. We might have saw it when we first started the video. But I don't have the stat requirements for that, but we'll see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then you can obviously like dual wield stuff. See, I personally like using weapons like that. I'm not sure I'm going to stick with using a shield throughout the whole game. But no, I won't, because I will be using a sword, either a one-handed sword or a two-handed sword, and then we're going to be using radiant magic. So let's go ahead and use up one of these things here. You can restore your uses of your ammo, and so it might have been kind of a waste, but it's whatever. We'll find plenty more of those ammunition pouches. Pilgrim garb and pilgrim skirt. This guy's pretty tough over here. Let's go ahead and knock this thing down real quick. Let's wait for his attack to stop. I think every enemy has a chance to actually like drop their stuff as well. Oh, I do not want to get hit by that. Come on. Oh, I got one of the... I do not want to get hit by that flaming sword. Alright, whew, you just gotta get rid of him quick. Now, I got pretty distracted when I was saying this before, but every enemy can drop their items, as far as I know. So you can get enemies' armors, you can get enemies' helmets, boots, weapons. It's all, comes down to luck. I think one of the stats increases your item discovery. And obviously there's like rings and amulets and stuff that you can equip that'll do the same thing. Let's get the back stab on this guy here. Nice. So actually, up ahead here, right here, is another bonfire. I'm gonna show you guys an early farm route that I would do to help give myself a little bit of essence to get a couple levels. Actually, I need to rest. So I'll do one loop of the farm just to show you. If anyone decides to play this, this definitely helps quite a bit. At least to gain a couple levels, a few levels maybe. Now, I don't want to have to use a grenade to get this. There you go. And it gives you the Mine Owner's Ring. Let's see, what does that do? An old Tarnished Ring increases max stamina and stamina regeneration rate. Oh wow, nice. That's really good. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. So yeah, what I would normally do is rest, go up there, grab that guy, and then make my way back down here. And then you want to sneak up behind this guy. You don't want to just charge up on him. Nice. If I remember correctly, I think that this guy here drops some axes. Oh, there's an item under there. Unripe berries. Interesting. Nice. Yeah, so then after grabbing that, you come down here, you kill that guy. But he kind of came up to us. I'm not going to take this because it's probably going to enhance this guy over here. Now you can go straight for this guy, but you got to be careful because this like fire hag thing can start throwing fire at you. So I generally try to take care of these guys first so that they're not disrupting your fight with him. And, getting the drop attack will just one-shot them. And then you can focus on this guy. This guy has good stuff, so you can farm him if you choose to, and he has some decent experience, but his drop rates, I think, are like really low. Uh-oh. Nice, we got it. Let's go. Yeah, that essentially completes the loop. There's a couple of stragglers off over that way if you want to like, min-max your run, your loop, but I mean, that's up to you. Once you grab this guy, you just run back up the hill, you rest at the vestige, and you can rinse and repeat as many times as you want. I mean, as much as your sanity allows you to for just doing the same old thing over and over again. There will be some points where I'm going to do that. I probably will not do them. I will not record myself doing them. But when I do, obviously, I'll say, like, hey, guys, I did a little grinding. What do we want to do? We definitely need to get our vitality up. Our agility is going to need to go up for some weapons, I'm pretty sure. We're going to have to get our radiance up as well. Let's see. Take a point in that. Or strength. Let's do strength, I guess. Strength and vitality. Because if we can get our melee like foundations down, we can start actually investing. I don't think I rest. Maybe I rested. I don't remember, so I'm just going to do it again. Yeah, no, this game does look really nice. It has really great art direction, in my opinion. The armors are cool. The enemies are cool. The environments are pretty cool. So this way, what's over here? I don't think we can go this way. Okay, yeah, nope, can't go that way. What about over here? Oh, okay, let's, I guess, do this. There's a second one, second Lords of the Fallen, Lords of the Fallen 2, that has been announced, and I think they've released a little bit about it, which I'm personally really excited about. I like that, and like I was saying earlier, you know, the game released to mixed reviews. Like, I don't think anybody straight up hated it. Maybe there were a few. I think that there was just like some issues with the game. Um, you know, I think like the movement. So they redid the entire movement for the game, which is phenomenal. Like it needed it badly, um, and a bunch of other improvements as well. And I think you know the devs took the criticisms to heart and actually listened and gave the people what they wanted, and it's become a much better game. I guess that's it for down here. If you like Souls-like games, I do highly recommend this. It's fun. And it's free right now, actually, if you have a PlayStation Plus subscription. So now's a good time to get into the game if you never have before. Gotta get her before she hits me. Ammunition satchel. So the satchel, I believe, is a larger version of the pouch. Alright, this one I cannot get down by attacking with melee, so I'm going to have to use one here. Another thing I'd like to point out is I'm playing on a Samsung OLED TV. It's like the, I can't remember the exact model of it, but it was very expensive, and I will say the colors and like the vibrancy and stuff in this game are incredible. Okay, so that opened up the shortcut back to the vestige. Oh, oh, thought she was gonna get me there when she tried doing that staff shove. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave this place though for now. I was contemplating picking a, what's down here? Picking a, oh, it's down this way. Okay. Picking a pyromancer. So there's a few different classes. I didn't want to take the time to go through all that with you guys. I wanted to just jump right into the game and, give you guys gameplay. Um, but there's different classes you can pick, but you can obviously tweak them and shape them however you want. There's like like a pyromancer. There's someone that's dedicated to healing. I mean, not healing, but like radiant magic. Um, there's more of like the berserker type. So he has less armor, but he's got more strength than this knight here. There's a ranger type, which is more um, dexterity based, bows, stuff like that. And then there's like an all-arounder who has a little bit of has a little bit of everything but doesn't excel at anything. And then there's the like I believe it's called the condemned, which is just like if you want to torture yourself, you don't start with like practically anything. All your stats suck. You literally have to like fight and grind everything. And one of my good friends loves playing those. I can see why, but I like my games to be fun. I don't mind a little bit of a challenge, but I don't want my games to be a slog. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to like suffer through. It's rewarding, sure, but
You
let's talk to
carry
this
the
guy.
lamp long enough, and you'll see history repeat, over and over. If you don't want to keep retreading the same ground yourself should you fall, make use of this.
Okay.
I've given you more umbral guidance than I ever had. From now on, find your own way, and stay out of mine. I've given you from
Oh,
now on.
okay. You got it, buddy. Let's so he gave us a seed which you can actually use to there's various points throughout the game where you can actually create your own, quote unquote bonfire, and I'm going to make one here. We are going to have a boss encounter again soon, and this boss might take me a few tries. I'm actually going to stop here for this video though, you guys. Yeah, this is a fun game. It's different from our usual like Resident Evil 7 Days to Die, but I love these kind of games. And I'm a person of variety. I play a variety of different types of games, but definitely, the 7 Days, the Resident Evil, these kind of games, those are like my favorites. I also love RPG games. So I'm trying to branch out a little bit and play some more games, and we still have a lot of playthroughs left to finish as well, and we'll get through it. It just takes time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and feel free to check out any of my other videos, and stay tuned for more. This is going to be a great playthrough. I can feel it. All right, see you guys next time.